We're never.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be... Fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Don't go for it, bro. Yeah.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Complete to the right. He's loose. Inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship.
Bro, my nigga graduated, bro.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make
freshman all the way to senior year.
Life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback. Third down, obviously money down. You got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I love this receiver because he's versatile. Not only can he catch passes, they can get him involved in the running game as well. Here you see him on the jet sweep showing off the speed.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Ripped off a
Who do I have open? That's got a big game.
He gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the
I'm
wide
about to
receiver
click it.
after the catch, making people miss, showing
I
you
did
the
not
screen,
see
now
that.
to set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What?
Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out.
Why don't you
We can
celebrate
fix
it?
that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he makes the extra point. After that,
They were
Lee
too
Sanders
edge,
tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No
I wish
reason
that
to
bitch
risk
would've
trying to
fired it,
field
dude.
that one as it skips through the end zone.
99 speed, running back. God damn.
Florida has the ball back,
Hey,
and here
I ain't
comes
gonna
the
lie.
offense.
I stole some from
Boy,
Utah.
David, they would love to
I ain't gonna
stack
say it
another
till after the
touchdown
game.
on top of that last drive.
It's
And this
defense,
offense did
defensively.
such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
Can
Good.
anyone catch him? At the 20. Touchdown, Gators!
We
And
got a
once
lot
he
to
found
improve.
some daylight, it was time to make
going.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Penn State.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit
It's
the big
actually a
pass,
good game.
put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here he comes with the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped.
Who got ball first, me or him? I didn't turn it over, did I? No, he got ball first.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Throw to the end zone, picked off. A veteran
points,
in this
motherfucker.
defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. interception. There are few things
That might have
that
been
can
a long
impact
field
the
goal,
game
though.
more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the air and pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you've got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Second down coming up. Gonna run it. It's Best. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 21 over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the running back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. And it was
If he would have kept going outside, he would have got the hit.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that a play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got a man. It's Barnes. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Wants to throw on first down. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He'll just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting
every
yards,
time holding
the tempo, and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
A first down for the offense. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
First down here for the offense. the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On the option, he'll toss it. They stop
You
it
really
short.
ran option down 10
Down.
in your
It's
own
really early in the game
territory.
right now, and if it's 4th and short,
fourth down.
4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a
That's
little bit.
what he did, bro.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got
Yes,
so many
sir.
playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
On the move. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Calls his own number. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it.
Done, Joe.
The team better respond.
Did you give me the win versus your brother? And I got points.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone.
Did you give me the last one against your brother, or I gotta waste my time? All right, bet. Yes, I really don't feel like wasting my time playing him again. Easy sweep.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Gators will hustle to the line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. To the air on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
I ain't gonna lie, I knew that was some shit because number 50 is way too big to be a tight end. Yeah, the offensive lineman, he tried to be slick.
Make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Got his man quickly. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not... Found as he stopped.
I hate when I pause it. Once I got to pause it. Right, so that the timer start going. I'm calling the fuck down there. Let me finish my shit.
brings the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes his connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
After the misfire, now on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Nigga, I got hit right when I tried to throw it, bro.
But not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the
Like
receiver.
Byron said earlier, I'm looking at other shit right away. You got the luxury to see niggas run downfield.
So once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. And now a fresh set of downs.
Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory.
Fuck.
It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU
Fucking
fans
cough and
won't
sneeze
remember
at the
this
same
one
time.
forever, but they will remember it was a W. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man, makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
What the
And
fuck
that's
was
a
that?
mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be
Yo, what up,
because the
Trent?
defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. He makes a catch. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep.
Ooh, I thought I
slips
picked
through
that.
his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great time.
Running back got fucked up on that. Watch out.
Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football
Terrible,
or make
terrible,
the read, but
terrible
I got to
fucking
make
play
sure in these
calling right
situations I'm accurate with the football either way.
Execution.
Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he puts through the extra point.
Hey, the Pacers are coming back, bro. It's a 4-point game.
And they capped the drive with a 4-yard
Yeah, 6 minutes left. The niggas were just down 12. Yeah, they're on a 12-2 run.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling.
The expressway is wide open. And they get him
Oh,
out
he
of
was
bounds
pitching. I was
after an
trying to pick it.
explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Ooh, Miles Turner's hooping.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. At the 20, he's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds. downs, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the D denied
98,
him on 2nd and goal.
102. 4 minutes left.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is
KC
nothing
selling,
doing in
bro.
the middle of this defense.
Good defense. Good defense. Luke Dort. Miles Turner. Ooh, that's that bitch.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gator! A
MVP.
great catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Just missed back-to-back threes.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, dude.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? No room to return. return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
Whoa. He caught that?
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
He caught the deflection. That's tough.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 59, Florida 26.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
26.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field stretch.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Trying to power it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Wants to pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Wow, they really came back.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
On second down, just keeps firing. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Best. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab down the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has
That
started.
bitch was tough.
That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Muncie for some time. They're up by 19 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm.
Oh, look out. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Wow, this motherfucker just hit the game winner, bro. This motherfucker just hit the game winner, bro.
Quick strike complete. He's got the 2-point conversion, but they are still way behind.
What? What?
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over.
What?
Trying to line up for the onside kick.
What?
Why they call them
Bro.
the hands team. They're able to secure the onside
Bro. What? Watching that shit live was crazy. I thought that bitch was short, bro. Wow. Wow.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right.
You said that about
And
who?
that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in
Bro,
this game.
that bitch
He was able to squirt free and
was
pick up a
that bitch
few
was
and
tough.
avoid
I ain't gonna
negative
lie.
play there.
And I've been hating on the
Great job
Pacers
there
this
by
whole
the defense
playoff.
because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
That's
Didn't get
fucking
the sack,
tough.
obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this crowd.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense in the hurry up. He wants to throw it again. He caught it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
Bro, that bitch was crazy. That motherfucker just really killed it.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete.
They were too
If you're gonna
offensive
take a hit
linemen,
like
bro.
that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the
Bro, I'm low-key kind of sick, bro. But that's tough, bro. That is
Defensive
tough.
tackles, they're strong. They're such
Wow,
big
these
jokers in the middle
motherfuckers
where
really
they
just
lock out
winning
those
AKC
offensive
and
linemen.
goddamn.
And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver.
Halliburton, bro. Is he man?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone
Man.
wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one
He's
of
on
the
a
days
crazy
you learn
run
from
right now.
and try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pass picked off, bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Getting some heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Best. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Wow, that is ironic. We went through that already.